10 million views. Come on, I can do this. 4,000 watch hours. All right, here we go. Okay, this one got 1,400 views. Now that means I need... Go on. You son of a... 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, or 10 million YouTube Shorts views. Do you think those are fair requirements for the YouTube Partner Program to monetize your channel? Let us know in the comments below, but stick around until the end because the results may astonish you. Folks, I feel your pain. The path to monetization can be long and tedious. It's one of those things where you don't know how hard it is until you actually have to do it. And this goal dominates conversation on blogs, YouTube forums, and Reddit, because every single content creator starts out with this dream. So now that you've had a chance to add your thoughts, let's delve into the answers, because an incredible 42,000 people had something to say when we posted this on our community tab. If you look at YouTube's monetization policy page, it says, being accepted into the YouTube Partner Program is a major milestone in any creator's journey. Yes, true, agreed. But if you scroll down a little further, you'll see that YouTube are admitting the requirements over time are getting harder and harder to achieve. And if you do need a quick reminder of what the monetization requirements are in 2023, we have a 5-minute summary video up here that you can watch after you finish watching this video, of course. Basically, most creators struggle with the creative requirements that have now been around for half a decade. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours, or recently introduced 10 million YouTube Shorts views. I think it's probably fair and safe to say millions of creators are still working towards this goal and have been for years. So, is that fair? Well, it was incredibly surprising to see that well over half the 42,000 people who voted said yes. The requirements, as they are fair. I'm so shocked, in fact, that I want to take a time out for a second to applaud you all for reinstating my faith in the YouTube community. But let's just dig a little deeper into this. I see two main reasons why people agree with these terms, and probably the same thoughts YouTube have on why they won't monetize smaller channels. There is a certain survival of the fittest mentality going around here. Aussie Encounters was just one of the many creators who had these similar thoughts. I think it ensures that people have to educate themselves on what makes a good video, how to film and edit better. The whole concept. If everything was just handed to you, then the quality of videos on YouTube would be definitely worse. And that creator doesn't comment from a position of privilege. Look at that subscriber count. Nowhere near monetization. And there were many more creators just like that. So it's awesome to see that you're all up for the challenge. Another valid and obvious reason was all to do with money. Sarah Marie Blog mentioned that the revenue from ads was already low enough, so if YouTube lowered the requirements, there would be even more competition for ad spots, and the revenue would be even lower, so much so that it wouldn't make any sense to make content. They have to strike a balance between three major stakeholders: viewers, creators, and advertisers. So just imagine if the requirements were lowered. There would be a flood of new creators with likely subpar content. YouTube users would likely find it more difficult to find the content they like to watch, and advertisers may find it more difficult to find the right videos that serve their products to the right audiences. YouTube's goal is to keep people on the platform, and by lowering the monetization requirements, that's unlikely to happen. But let's not forget about the other 41% of you that represents still over 15,000 creators who think the monetization requirements are unfair. One very interesting comment that sheds light on why some people find it hard to reach these requirements was by Weaponary Fitness. Views and watch time seem impossible with this short attention span era. Whether it's true or not that people have shorter attention spans these days, the truth is they're still spending as much time on YouTube or any other video platform. Typically, what disrupts attention span is choice. And that's where things like TikTok and Shorts come into play, where you can just swipe away for hours at a time. And so yeah, as hard and ridiculous as it may seem, there is now a attention deficit requirement that you can aim towards: 10 million YouTube Shorts views in 90 days. And if I was to reverse engineer the comments, maybe it's not the viewer's attention span, but it's your ability as a creator to hold their attention span that's a problem. We've already done videos about how to get 4,000 watch hours, which you can watch over here, but we need your watch time on this video first, so watch it until the end. But since we did mention YouTube Shorts, there does seem to be universal agreement that 10 million Shorts views in 90 days is pretty outrageous. and not attainable even if you do get a lucky video that goes viral. You need several videos that go viral. A significant number of commenters propose that watch time from both shorts and long form content should be included together rather than separate. Now there is some logic to this because in a previous video it was calculated that if the average YouTube short got a view duration of 20 seconds, then 10 million YouTube shorts views would add up to 55,000 watch hours, which is completely ridiculous versus a long form requirement of 4,000 watch hours. So if anyone from YouTube is watching this, we'd love an answer on this. Now I do have a personal theory on this, but I don't know how accurate it is. RPMs for YouTube shorts are very, very low, under 5 cents every 1,000 views. So to get 10 million YouTube shorts views would be a payout of around about $300, which if you divide that over 3 months is $100 per month. And that's the minimum threshold you need to earn to get a payout from YouTube in your AdSense account. Just imagine if there were tons of YouTube Shorts creators who were monetized, but were earning $10 to $20 a month. They wouldn't get payouts for 6 months at a time, and that would cause huge customer support problems for YouTube. As I say, it's not a perfect theory, but it's the best one I've got. Now, how's about this for an alternative solution to the current requirements? Basically, the idea is any creator could get some revenue to help them sustain and create more content. This would be relative to the fulfillment of the current monetization requirements. So for example, a channel may have 100 subscribers and 400 hours of watch time. They will be entitled to 10% of the regular revenue from ads. Now I can see this having some logic, because there are channels out there who aren't monetized, but YouTube put adverts on their videos and they have a right to do that because it's in the terms of service. That, I agree, is quite annoying. So rather than clawing in the entire revenue from that advert that the creator had no choice over, it would be a really nice gesture from YouTube to hand back just a smidgen of that revenue to the creator as motivation to reach the YouTube Partner Program full-time. Look, no matter what way you voted or what opinions you have, Nonya sums it up best. YouTube's house, YouTube's rules. You're probably focusing best on the things that you can control, which is making better quality content for your audience. When you succeed in doing that, there's a much higher chance that YouTube will share your content with more people. That means more subscribers, more watch time, or more YouTube Shorts views. But that's also controlled by YouTube's algorithms. And if you want to learn how they work and how to get better at negotiating with them, this is a video you need to watch next, after you've watched all of those ones that I suggested earlier on.